Hi everyone, I would like to talk about food inequalities in Southern California, but more specifically Westminster, California, but I'll get into that a little bit later. So first, food inequalities in Southern California is a very complex issue influenced by various factors such as socioeconomic status, race, geographic geographic location, and access to resources like to healthy, nutritious food that people will need for their bodies to, you know. So these inequalities mainly manifest primarily through food insecurity and nutrition insecurity, which affect different populations in distinct ways. This is a case of environmental injustice or justice because certain communities do not have access to sufficient, filling, nutritious, and safe foods. And this can very much impact marginalized communities, which include low-income families and racial minorities as well. One topic I would like to talk about is food deserts. And food deserts are areas where residents have limited access to affordable and nutritious foods because there is not many supermarkets or grocery stores where they are living, or like the grocery stores and supermarkets that where they are do not have healthy, sustainable foods for them. And these areas are mainly occupied by low-income neighborhoods in which communities of colors like the Black and brown communities or Asian communities are living. Next, I'd like to talk about Westminster now. So Westminster is where I live, but it's home to a very diverse population with the various income levels, but mainly of low-income families. Many residents here face economic challenges that limit their access to nutritious and sustainable foods. A very significant majority of the population here lives just below the poverty line, which obviously restricts and constricts their ability to purchase nutritious, healthy, organic foods. And according to recent data, families earning low incomes often struggle with high housing costs, which limits their budget for groceries after paying rent, mortgage, paying off their bills and stuff. And this financial strain can definitely lead to families to opt to turn for a more cheaper, like a lot cheaper very calorie dense foods that are very low in nutritional value. This Westminster area is mainly consisted of low-income families with households who have special dietary needs, which may be very difficult for them to access the foods that they may need because of what their doctor or dentist or whoever recommended for them to eat. And another barrier that these families may encounter is that like families here are mainly immigrant families, so they may have the cultural barriers of not having local supermarkets that have the ingredients for the foods or like the dishes or cuisines that they may have grown up with when they were little and continue to grow up with as well. So next I would like to talk about the resistance in which the communities here in Westminster have contributed to environmental justice. So the city of Westminster has established several food distribution programs that provide essential supplies for residents in need. For an example, the Commodities Program, in which the Westminster Senior Center collaborates with the Community Action Partnership of Orange County to distribute a self-stable food bags monthly, which means they have like these bags of like food, like very healthy food that they distribute to the residents of Westminster monthly. And all of the residents, and like they can distribute to anyone who's living in Westminster, regardless of age, regardless of gender, regardless of race, all they need to do is to provide a their proof of residency, or like their ID, for example. And this allows for any resident of Westminster to pick up a bag during their distribution days. And another program is that, like, the Cow Fresh program, which it plays a very impactful role since it helps low-income households purchase safe and nutritional foods. And next, I'd like to talk about the Take Action Plan, where we as a community can help take action, I guess, to the food inequalities and how we can prevent that. So I think a good Take Action Plan is to advocate for more nutritional programs and to help spread the word about these programs in order to get the access to healthy and organic food that many families may not be getting or may not be able to afford. And I also think another Take Action Plan is to have community gardens in the area, a lot more community gardens in the area, so even the homeless people, even the homeless, can have some healthy food as well. And I think one major thing is to educate more and more people about how much food scarcity hurts every community. And I'm not just talking about Westminster, I'm talking about like all around the world. How much food scarcity hurts and how much it can impact the very little things, such as giving food to the homeless, food to the homeless so that they can just survive a little bit better. And that's all I have. Thank you.